Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss problem D, balanced ternary string. So I can see this problem was asked in the code forces around 531 division 3. So in this problem, what we are given? So we are given a string of n characters, and this is a ternary string which contains 0, which can contain 0, 1 or 2 as a character. Okay, and what we have to do, we have to obtain the balanced ternary string. So what is the definition of the balanced ternary string? So it means to say that whatever string we have, so it should contain the equal number of 0, 1 and 2. So that is the one thing we have to obtain over here, and to obtain that thing we have to make the minimum replacement of the characters. Okay, and secondly, whatever the balanced ternary string we are going to obtain, it has to be the lexicographically smallest. So these three things we have to consider over here. So let's see couple of examples, it will give us the more clarity. So this is the example 1. The length of the string is 3 and it contains the characters 1 to 1. So here the first observation what we can see, zero character value is missing, so we have to add the 0 character. And what I can see, like there are two ones, so I can replace either this last one or I can replace the first one. So if I replace the last one by 0, so it won't be the, like it will perform, it will obtain the string. But now if I try to generate the if I try to replace the first one by 0, then it will form the 0 to 1 as a string, which is a smaller than the previous one, that is a 1 to 0. Okay, so that's why the output is 0 to 1. Okay, second example we can see here, the length of the string is 6 and there are 6 zeros in the string. So here what we can do, the first thing in this problem what we have to do is we have to perform the division operation on the length of the string. So here length of the string is 6 and I need the string into the three pieces, like three equal pieces. One piece of the zeroth characters, second is for the one character, and the third is the two character, that is equal number of contribution for from the 0, 1, 2 characters. Okay, so here I need to have, like I can say, if I divide this by 3, so I should have the blocks of two sides. Okay, so to make the lexicographical string, I can keep the first 20 as it is, then the next maximum character or increasing character in between 1 and 2, that is a 1, so this will be replaced by 1 1, and finally I will replace these zeros by 2 2. So that's why my output is 0 0 1 1 2 2. So that's the idea. So couple of operations we have to perform over here. First we have to calculate the block size, so we will get to know like how many zeros, ones and twos we need to fill up. And same time we have to check, like if the buffer is already full, or if the buffer already achieves the threshold value or the block size value, then we can shift the we can pick up the next minimum character. If the zeroth block is filled with the threshold value, then the next minimum character should be the 1. And if the even one bucket is full with the it has the threshold value range, so we can move to the next minimum value, that is a 2. So let's look at the code now. So here I have created a class that is a balanced ternary string, and in the main what I am doing is I am accepting this length of the string, then I am calculating the block size, so it is the length of the string by 3. So this B stands for block of the each of the character set. Okay, next I am accepting the string. After that what I am doing is here I am maintaining the two dictionaries. One is the input dictionary, like whatever the values we are going to have from the string, so we will keep the count in the hash map. So that's why this is like initially I put all the three keys, that is 0 1 2, then I'm iterating through this whole string, and I'm updating my hash map based on the character value. Okay, so my hash map contains this key as a character, and that is a, and second parameter, that is a frequency, how many times that particular character is occurred in the string. Okay, so once it is built, so my string buffer will be my final output that I have to display. Okay, so whatever the lexicographical string is going to be generated, that will be my output. So as I mentioned, this min c stands for the minimum character. First thing what I have to check, I have to confirm like based on my key values, it should be like picking in this way. First I will check for the 0 character, then for the 1 character, and next finally it should be the character value 2. So out of that, like whatever is the minimum, whatever the character is having the minimum frequency, that is my min c. Okay, now this is the only linear operation I am performing on this problem, and it will give me the result. So first thing, I pick up whatever is the current character. Now the first condition what I have to check, if my if we take a look at this example, so the current character is 1, and similarly if I can see in my hash map, for 0 there is no value, right? Because in the string there is a it doesn't contain the 0 character value. Okay, so this min c is 0, and the current character value is 1. So here this condition satisfies. Similarly, if you can take the hash map, if you set the breakpoint, you will get to know like the key value for 1 is 2, because it has occurred twice in this string. So again it is greater than my block size, because here my block size is 3 by 3 by 3. So each block contains 1 character at max, or it should contain the 1 character. Okay, so this condition satisfies, and it goes inside this if condition. Here first what I have to do, I have to decrement the count frequency of my current character. Secondly, I have to update the frequency of my minimum character value that I am going to put. Okay, and again I have to update that to my string builder, because it is going to be part of my output string. Next thing what I have to do, here I have taken one more output array, because as I mentioned at the starting, here I am maintaining the two hash map. One is for this initial frequency of the character. Next thing, this array will keep track of like how much is filled till the point, and how much needs to be filled further for that character set. So initially for that my min c, it contains the 0 value. So here it will be now it will be incremented by 1, so it will become 1. So for a of 0, that is for the 0th character, it will contain the 1 value. Okay, so this is the first case. There can be the another case. Let's say now the next character, one more thing is there. Finally I have to update the min c as well, so I will come to this part later on. So now moving to the next condition. So now the current character is 2 in the first example, 1 to 1. Okay, so here I can see for this a of c minus 0, so it converts like character to integer value. So for a of 2, it is 0, and which is lesser than 1. So what I have to do, I have to first check whether the character value or the frequency in my hash map is greater than the block size. If it is there, so I have to first decrement the frequency from my hash map for that character, and if it is not, then I just have to append that 2 over here, and also I have to update my output buffer array. Okay, so now a of 2 will be 1. Finally it will reach to the next last character, that is again 1 from the string 1 to 1. So here it will check like again the main character. Now the main character it would be 2. So let me explain you this part. So if you try to set the breakpoint over here, so this will give you every time after each of the iteration, it will give you the which character from the hash map contains the minimum value or minimum frequency. Based on that, you are going to update your min c. So in this case, finally we would be having the min c as a 2 value, but 2 is greater than 1. So it will come to this part, it will check what is the value of the 2, but we have already updated, it is now equal to d, that is a 1. So it will come to this else block. Here it will check like if I try to subtract the value, will it be greater than the d value? No. So what I have to do, I just have to update mean C, and I have to increment its value. Okay. Yeah, and finally I just have to update. Okay, sorry, there is a slight confusion. Okay, so in this case what would happen when it goes to the current character value, that is a character value as a 1. So it will check like the mean C, what is the value of the mean C. So this way it will confirm like this condition gets false in this case. Okay, now it will check what is the value of a of 1 minus 0. So a of 1 index, so it is lesser than the d value, because I have not updated my a of 1 yet. Okay, for the initial character it went to this first if condition, and next time it went to this condition. Okay, so here sorry, else if condition, and again it is now going to this else if condition, because the map dot get of C, that is your first character value, is now 1. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0, so this condition gets false. So in this case I just have to append the one character as it is and increment the output buffer or the output hash map okay, by 1. So this way what will happen, eventually you will get this your input hash map all the key values equal to the size of d. Similarly, for this array value, for like for this array element, that is 0 1 2, it will also contain the equal value, that is it will contain all sorry, how to say that, so okay, all the elements from that array will keep the same value, which is equal to the d. So finally your input hash map and your final output array of those three characters would contain the same value of your block size, that is a d over here. And once it is done, once this for loop gets exhausted, finally I just have to output my string buffer my string builder over here, like whatever the string is generated, so it will be definitely the lexicographically sorted, that it will be in the form of ascending order. Okay, yeah, so that's the solution for this problem. So you can refer this solution, and this solution will cover all the test cases on the code forces when you try to submit it. And here I would highly recommend you to set the breakpoint at particular if else conditions, and try to see like how the values between the hash map and between the array gets updated based on the addition or increment or decrement operation. So it will give you the more clarity. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.